welcome to my channel. This is my first look. It's a brown fall inspired. If you want to see how I got it, then stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to start by going in with my Smashbox PhotoFinish primer. I'll put this on my cheeks to fill in my pores, also on my forehead and chin. This primer works really well and I love it. Next, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. I'm going to use this to fill in my eyebrows. This is a really good pencil. I like it so far. I want to try the NYX one. I heard it was a dupe for this one. To help keep my eyeshadow lasting longer, I'm going to go in using the Too Faced Insurance Primer by Too Faced. It's a really good primer. I got this when I ordered the Vegas Night Stardust palette. I'm going to go in, pat that all over my eyelids. And like I said, this will help keep my shadows lasting longer. To set that in place, I'm going to go in with this shadow right here. I'll pat that all over on top where I put the Too Faced Insurance Primer. I always like to set it. You don't have to, it's just something I like to do. Here, I'm going in with my first shade. I'm using the Morphe 350 palette. It's a really beautiful palette. I love it so much. You can do so many looks with it. So here we're just going in. I'm using a fluffy blending brush and blending that into my crease. I'm going to use this as a transition shade. This will keep all my other shadows looking good. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm going to use that to darken up my outer corner. I'm using a denser brush here instead of the fluffy brush, and we're going to just fill that outer corner with this color. Going back in with the fluffy brush, we're going to blend both of those shades together. We're just going to keep blending until I get it really pretty and blend it together. You can blend for a really long time, but I'm just going to blend a little bit. I think that's all I really need for this. So just blending. After blending those two shades together, I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to go in using a flat brush and I'm going to pat that shade all over my lid. The brush I'm using is an EcoTools brush. You can find them at CVS. That's where I bought mine. Going back in again with the fluffy brush, not adding any more product, but just using the same brush to blend all my shadows together. This is what I'm doing here. Just making sure they're all blended. The lashes I'm using for this look are the Ardell Double Wispies. They're really lightweight and I really like them. I'm also using the Duo Glue and Clear. It works good and it keeps my lashes staying on all day. To help blend my eyelashes in, I'm taking some eyeliner and putting it in the inner corner of my eye. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Loreal True Match. I'm in the color Natural Beige. This foundation is really good. It's lightweight, but I still feel like it gives me really good coverage. To apply that on my face, I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm just going to put dots all over my face, starting with my cheeks. I'll put some on my forehead, chin, and nose. Mainly focusing on my cheeks though. That's where I need most of the coverage. To blend all that in, I'm going to use the Real Technique sponge. Using patting motions, I'm going to pat that into my face. If you haven't tried any of the sponges, they work really good. I like this one. There's also the Beauty Blender. This one's about $10 and the Beauty Blender I think is about $25. And they work about the same. This is damped, by the way. So you wet the Beauty Blender or the Real Technique sponge, and then you use it to apply your foundation. It works really well. Let's fall a little deeper. I know you're not a keeper. Don't know about you, but I can feel it through and through. To help conceal my dark circles, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl concealer. This is in the color Natural. It's a lot lighter than my natural shade, but this helps brighten up my eyes and make me look more awake. I love concealer. I think it's awesome. So I'm going to apply some under my eyes, some on my chin. I'm going to highlight my nose and a little bit on my forehead. To blend all that in, I'm going to go back in with my Real Technique sponge, and we're going to blend under my eyes using the patting motions again. Just blend all that in. And sometimes I use my finger. It helps warm the product up and apply it better. To bronze up my face and contour at the same time, I'm going in with the Pixi bronzer and just blending that in into the hollows of my cheeks. Going back in with the LA Girl Concealer in Natural, I'm going to highlight right under where I did that bronzer. Using the Real Technique sponge again, I'm going to pat that together, making sure they're blended. I'm going to go back in using a brush, but I like to start off first blending it together with the Real Technique sponge. Going in with a big fluffy Morphe brush, I'm going to use that to blend together the Pixi bronzer and the LA Girl concealer that I applied to my face. By blending, this is going to help me create a more blended look instead of it looking harsh. Going back to my eyes, I'm going to take this shade right here. Using a pencil brush, I'm going to put that color under my lower lash line on both eyes. I did apply my eyeliner off camera. I actually thought I was recording, but I didn't get it. And then I'll go in with this fluffy brush and blend it together. On my lower lashes, I'm going to take the Loreal Telescopic Mascara and apply it generously on. For blush, I'm going to go in with Miliani Luminoso and apply that to the apples of my cheeks. To help define my nose, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Concealer and apply that to the outer part of my nose and then a little bit of bronzer inside. I forgot to do this earlier when I was putting bronzer on my cheeks, and to blend that together, I use my fingers. To highlight my face, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild. This is from the Fergie collection, and I'm using it in the color Rose Champagne Gold. It's a really pretty highlighter, and I'm just taking a brush and applying that to highlight my cheekbones. For my lips, I'm going to line them using the NYX Lip Liner-Natural, and I'm just going to also fill in my lips with that same color. I'm not going to use any lipstick today. I'm just going to use the lip liner, which I love this color. Thank you for watching. This is the final look, and if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe.